everyone. Welcome back to Real Talk with Yolanda. It is again a pleasure to be with you, and thank you for giving us your time to watch with us today. My name is Yolanda Muhammad, and I am here today with another great co-host that I have every month.
Thank
Jakim
you.
Muhammad.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So thank you, Jakim, for coming back again and hosting this great show with me to provide information for some of the great people here of Newcastle County, Delaware. What I'm going to talk about today are a few different things. Of course, I'm going to talk about my favorite subject is Medicare. And of course, Jakim has some great teasers with some upcoming information for you.
Yes, I do. In fact, we've got a great show. You know, the Eagles are playing today. You know the Eagles are playing. They're playing the New York Giants
They're playing
today.
the Giants.
But I want you to stay here for a half an hour because there's going to be some great information that you need to know what's going on civically in our local area.
Yeah, that's great. So one of the first things that we always do, I'm going to start it off like with some shout outs this time. Jakim usually does the shout outs, but today I'm going to do a couple of shout outs for some belated birthdays for some dear people to us. One of them is Miss Josie Roy.
Happy birthday, Josie.
Get well soon, young lady.
Get well.
We're looking for you out there. Another one is Carmela Crawford, right?
Carmela
Crawford
definitely
had a birthday. Great person. I don't remember the name of her catering service, but it is great. You have to try it out, okay? And then we got our man, Ron Handy.
Ron Handy, happy belated birthday to you, Ron. We missed you in October, but we're giving it a shout out to you now, all right?
Yeah, so we have one other post-Veterans Day, because as we know, November 11th was the actual Veterans Day. And happy Veterans Day to all of us veterans.
And we actually ate at Golden Corral this year. This is the first time we actually ate it. United States Army, she's United States Marine
I won't
Corps.
hold it against you.
And we ate at Golden Corral, and we had a great guy there.
Yes, we had some great company that day. We had the pleasure of being seated with Mr. Ruther Hayes Jr.
Hold on, can I say that one more time? Ruther Hayes Jr. Man, that guy he was United States Army. Great guy.
Yes, so shout out to you, Mr. Hayes. It was a pleasure meeting you. We had some great conversation and some thoughtful types of conversation. We had some great marriage counseling too going on over there. So with Mr. Hayes' advice. So we are looking forward to seeing you again somewhere in passing, and we hope that you stay well until that time. So if we're ready, if we're going to talk about some of our Medicare.
Yes, it's that time period again, right?
It is. So we are now getting into crunch time for 2018. For 2019, you have 12 days left. 12 days left to enroll in a new or compare to a new prescription drug plan. So you can always reach out to me, Yolanda Muhammad, for questions and some comparisons to be done. Also, this is a great time to enroll in the United Healthcare Dual Complete Plan. I can assist you with that program. That program is for those that have Medicare and Medicaid. If you have both of those cards being shown on the screen, contact me at 302-229-6376. That program will provide you with additional coverage. It combines your Medicare Part A, Part B, and Part D. So we know A is for medical, A is for hospital, B is for medical, and D is for your drug prescription plans. All of those together are combined under this program with some additional benefits for you that will provide you with dental coverage, vision coverage where you can get eye exams and glasses. You can also get some hearing coverage. You get hearing exams. You get hearing aids. You also get your other types of services, such as we have a silver sneaker program starting up. We have a Fitbit, and we have that great health benefits product catalog going on. So that will start in 2019. We're also branching out to Kent and Sussex County. So it's just going to give me more opportunity to bring this program, which is a great program, to you. and bring it for you to get additional information, how to utilize your benefits. So that's one of the best things that I can do for you, is help you utilize some of the best benefits that you are entitled to under their programs, regardless if it's just Medicare or Medicaid. If it's just Medicare, call me. Same number, 302-229-6376. Now start marking off your calendars. You only have 12 days left to do any changes to your prescription drug plans, enroll in a prescription drug plan, things like that. So, and even after that time, after December 7th, feel free to give me a call so that we can discuss some of the things going on with Medicare. Next time we'll have more information also about what's coming up for Medicare with the new amounts, if there's going to be a change in the deductible amount, if there's going to be a change in the premium that's going to come out every month. So we'll have some great information about that as well. Right, Jaquem?
Yes, and I will also say that if you are not involved into your Medicare, Medicaid, or your health benefits, you have got to get involved. I mean, this stuff is now even more important than it was. It is extremely important. And we seem to, in our communities, we seem to be lagging in the information, because we all know that information is currency. And if you don't have that information, you don't have no dollars, no ducats, as we say. Forget about it. You got to have that.
Right.
Also, I'm kind of dressed like my little mob thing today.
Your little mob stuff going on here. So as you can see, we love to have a little bit of fun. And speaking of one of the things, we're going to talk just briefly. I want to mention something about senior centers.
Yes.
Senior centers are near and dear to me as well, because as you know, that if you've been to the Wilmington Senior Center or Newcastle Senior Center, DeLawar, so many different ones, C&D Senior Center, a lot of the senior centers here in Newcastle County, Jaquem and I have to say Jaquem and I, have had the fortune to come out to you and provide you with either some type of entertainment, some games. Salvation Army Senior Center as well. We've had our senior spelling bee, which I thought they liked very much.
Yes, they do.
We have our Medicare bingo from time to time with some great prizes. Jaquem will come and do a fitness class for me from time to time. Yeah, Terry Apartments, let's not forget them as well.
You know what? I got to give a big shout out to Terry Apartments. Terry Apartments, I love you over there.
Yes.
And Luther Towers.
And Luther Towers. So we have Luther Towers 1 and 2. You have some great information. But my thing is with senior centers, are they for the seniors or are they for the people that are running the center?
Uh-oh.
Okay, so that's my beef right now, is the fact that they need to do a little bit more. They need to be more inviting to not only the people that come there, but some of the organizations that want to provide information to them.
Preach.
I want to have more seniors utilize them, because they feel as though that the senior centers are not only just looking out for them for their best interest, but also that they're looking out for them by providing resource information for them. It shouldn't be that the seniors that go to the center don't have a voice. They should have a voice as to what it is that they want to have, what it is that they want to go do and participate with when they go to the senior. They have become a member, regardless if they're paying for a membership or not paying for a membership. They are a member of a center, an organization, so they should be heard. And I'm hoping that those that work or on the boards or anything like that of the senior centers will take into consideration more of what it is that the seniors want and what they need. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it at that right now, but I will be watching out for more information to bring to you as to some of the things that will go on at a center that you should be looking out for your best interests.
Well, you know, since so many people, so many of our elderly adults are in senior centers because they're living longer, whether it be senior centers or assisted living centers, they're living longer. So we now have to make sure that they're getting the right type of services in there. And not only that, let me be for a second about nonprofits. We have a lot of nonprofits in Wilmington. We have a lot of nonprofits in Newcastle. If your nonprofit is profiting others and not helping the services, then maybe we shouldn't have those dollars going there. I'm for having audits of nonprofits. I am definitely for it. You know I'm about transparency, and you know I'm about accountability, and Yolanda as well. a lot of these nonprofits that we've had that have not been doing the job that they were mandated to do need to be audited, need to have some type of accountability. And that's what you're piggybacking on especially for senior centers. These are our most vulnerable citizens. They have already done the work. They should be right now, we should be doing the work for them. And I don't want to just dominate because I'm gonna do this a little bit of ranting and raving on a Route 9 report when I give you the Route 9 report.
Yeah, so we're very, as you can see, we're very passionate when it comes to things being done right, some transparency, and our seniors, because that is a part of our history and it is also a part of our future. We want to have some longevity. So in the future, we're going to get into a little bit more of our fitness and things like that so that we can keep us a little bit more healthy, wealthy, and wise.
Well, I do have a little wealth thing, and this one I have to get. Brothers and sisters out there, whether you live in New Jersey or Georgia or New York City or Jacksonville, North Carolina, where my family's from, yeah, let me give you this. Y'all got to get your monies right. And this is so important. If you do not know your FICO score, if you do not know your credit score right now, and you are looking to do something, you can't do anything. Gotta get that wealth up. And that's a big shout out to my man, Fred Fitzgiles. He's into that stuff. Also, my man, Jason X is into that very much. Check it out. There's a lot of information out there to get your credit back on track.
And if you're looking for a little bit more help with that, there's a program right here in Delaware. They put on a program right here on Channel 28. What's it, DCRAC?
Yeah, I think it is.
DCRAC, the DCRAC program. I don't want to mess up her name, so I'll just leave it at that, is that you look up that program, you can find them, and they will assist you. No matter how small and no matter how old we are, we can always start learning other ways for us to be financially responsible so that we can help ourselves. So that's one thing that we want to make sure that we always give that information for others.
All right. Well, I don't know if we're going to take a break to our number 3. Yeah, so I guess we're going to our 3 and 4, and we'll see you back on the other flip side, all right? Advertise on the most thought-provoking show in our region, Real Talk with Yolanda, Health, Wealth, and Politics. We have advertising packages for all budgets, and all shows are rebroadcast on Delaware Info Now on YouTube. So contact Joakim at 302-220-7064 or jmuhammad9797@gmail.com. See you on the streets. All right, we're back. I hope y'all like what we had up there. I had to put those little glasses on. Let me tell you, I only wear these for reading. Believe you me, my eyesight's pretty good. I only wear them for reading. I still can from far away. Well, let me just get back to some of the things that we were piggybacking off of with Yolanda earlier. One of the things about nonprofits. All right, so we've got a lot of nonprofits in Delaware, and we've got a lot of nonprofits in Wilmington. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
So we have a lot of those, but yet we still have the same generational things that happen to our communities. Not saying that nonprofits are part of the problem, but nonprofits were supposed to be part of the solution. And if the nonprofits aren't doing what they're supposed to do, how do we get them to do those to make sure that the community is first? Well, let me just give you this. One, You have to make sure the organization you are joining has the community's best interest. Not the people who are on the board, not the people whose their power play for them to go places, the community's best interest. That is important to me. So I'm going to kick it right back to Yolanda.
That's very important. And one of the ways of finding out what the community needs is to participate. Participate in whatever is going on in the center. Don't just sit behind those closed doors or not participate and not come down from those little ivory towers sometimes. Pop in, see what's going on, see if the seniors are happy with what's going on there. Don't fill them up with a bunch of papers, a bunch of people just saying, okay, yes, we have this program, we have that program going on there. Yes, numbers are important, but how people feel is also important.
All right, that's a little bit enough of me preaching today. I'm gonna get back to some other stuff. But right now, what we're gonna do is just go to some of our pictures that we had. Yesterday, we had a great time at the Wilmington Christmas Parade with the JCs, and there we are.
Yes.
That's HBCU. So we represented Steve Washington. Big shout out to Steve. Steve put that together with us, and Annette Fletcher, and so many great people. We could probably go to the next one there. You're gonna see us walking down. That was in the News Journal. That picture is from the News Journal, saying HBCU, you know, and all the great stuff there. And it was great to see so many young black children look up and say, man, HBCU, a historical black college or university, I would like to go to one of those because they're very important to us. They're important. Now, before we go to this picture, I want you to keep that picture on. Thank you so much. That, if you do not know who she is, that is Olivia J. Hooker. She was an American psychologist and professor. She was the last known survivor of the Tulsa race riots of 1921. If you don't know the Tulsa race riots, I need you to go on Google it or go to, I don't know if they got encyclopedias anymore, but check it out. She was the first American woman to enter the United States Coast Guard in February of 1945. Ms. Hooker became a spar and a member of the United States Coast Guard Women's Reserve, where she earned the rank of yeoman second class during her service. She served in the Coast Guard until her unit was disbanded in 1946. She became a psychologist and a professor at Fordham University, and she just died on November 21st, 2018 at 103 years old. That is an American hero to me. That is what our community represents to us. And that should be, so when we get around to February and they can start having that Black History Month again and we have the same old people, remember Olivia J. Hooker, the last known survivor from the Tulsa race riots. That is what I call American history. And 103 years old?
Life worth
living. I salute her. I salute her. She was 100%.
Absolutely.
And let me tell you something. She was not scared to speak her mind. Stand up, speak up, stand up, speak out. Go to these county council meetings, and that's where I'm getting ready to go to. Can I go to that one?
You might as well go on to that
All
one.
right, so let me just go on to that one. And Sister Keisha, you can actually hit the next one. The next one that we have, before we go to that, is William Hicks Anderson, and I'll let you talk about that.
Yes, well, we had the pleasure, as we know, happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Yes.
The holidays are here upon us again, and one of the ways that I always seem to kick off the holidays is by being a part of the William Hicks Anderson, and I'm sorry, Mrs. Trotter's, Fraulein Trotter, the Thanksgiving luncheon that happens there every year. I am not certain how many years this is. This is over 40 years, I'm quite sure, that they've been having this luncheon for the seniors there. And Miss Mercedes Fields, big shout out to you and your crew over there. You put this together, the Trotter family, big shout out to all of you. Be blessed. Joachim and I had the pleasure of volunteering.
All right, you can go to that next slide. So this way they can see that I was there.
You want them to be tired of seeing me?
There you go. Let me tell you something. The aprons do not fit 6'5" guys. So I had to double mines down. So, but we had a fantastic time over there.
Yes, and we made sure to put him to work, very much so. Very much so, we had to make sure to put him to work. So when the seniors wanted their desserts, I sent Jakim out there.
Oh,
Let him
Lord.
decide who gets
Lord,
what for dessert.
Lord.
So
Let me just tell you this about seniors and dessert. They love them sweets. You go out there with one tray of sweet potato pie or some cakes, and they will say, well, you know, I didn't get mine. And I know she got hers. I know she got hers. But it's all right, baby. I'm going to get you another one. There you go. There you go. So I live it up to that. We had a great time. And remember, Yolanda said Mercedes Field. Mercedes said, come someplace, I have to go. There's no and, if, or ors, and a big shout out to Mercedes Fields.
Yes.
She said, Jakim, you better get over there. And I said, okay, I'm there. Even Josie had to come over there. Josie, I said, Josie, she gonna make you come. And Josie came out.
That's right.
And it was a bad day. The weather was
yes,
terrible.
that's the day that we had the snow, and I applaud all
That's
the
right.
seniors who got out
That's
there,
right.
and you still made sure to get out for the day. I can't forget Miss Carolyn Pete.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Helen Carson.
All of you ladies, enjoy the journey.
All right.
You were all out there, and we just applaud you, and we thank you for all that you do.
All right. Well, listen, now I've got some serious business. So I got to put on my glasses again. My reading glasses, not sunglasses. You know, I love my sunglasses. We're just going to go to this next slide. This next slide, check it out, y'all. This is what's going on. Newcastle County County Council has decided that you do not need to vote for a Newcastle County president. They have passed legislation to say that, listen, it's going to go down to Dover. You don't need to decide. They'll appoint who should be the Newcastle County president. This is what we call a power grab, y'all. If you don't know what a power grab is, this is a power grab. Whether you have problems with the Newcastle County president, I think it's Karen Hartley Nagel or not, it does not bode well for democracy when a group of people say that they're going to take a voting or an election away from you because they want to. That's not right. That's wrong. And let me just give you this. And let me look into this camera. That's wrong. It's a power grab. We need to stop that right now. The vote was 10-2. 10 of those council members voted for it to take away your power of the vote. And only 2 of them voted against it. One was Karen Hartley Nagel. I kind of figured she was going to vote. But a big shout out to Dee Durham, who stood up and said, no, this is wrong. Now, when it goes down to Dover, make sure your state representatives and your state senators said no. We still want the vote here in Newcastle County to vote for a Newcastle County president. Do not be fooled by this power grab. Enough preaching for me. Back to Yolanda.
So we're going to have a little bit more update for you. I don't know how many people noticed, Jakim,
Yes.
but you had a picture going around on Facebook and everything of the DART bus shelter.
Yes,
And they
let me
had
give
a
it
bus shelter that I'm glad to see that we got some updates. Jakim,
well,
I have an
this
update for you.
This is the updated. Hey, Keisha, can you bring that back, sister? This is the updated one. The other one had a hitching post there. I have no idea what it was. It was maybe for horses. It was a leaning post. So now they put 2 little seats at this bus shelter. Now this one is on 10th and French? No, King Street. This is 10th and King Street. Now, if you go down King Street, you're going to see a couple of them there. Again, it has no backside to it. It's barely an umbrella. We have the winter coming. There's going to be people standing out there, elderly, disabled, or just working people have to stand over something that doesn't even have a back to it. Remember, the first picture didn't even have a seat. It had a hitching post. They called it a leaning post.
Yes.
Didn't even have a seat. This is wrong, DART. I'm going to call DART out. This is wrong. And if you do not stand up to these people doing these power grabs and doing things against us, against our community, then you'll fall for anything. So I'm just going to say it's got to be better.
Yes, it's got to be a better thing. But I have to say, Jakim, look at that. voices were heard.
That's
I'm
right.
just trying to be a little bit on the positive side.
Yes, ma'am.
Some of the voices, or the shouting and the kicking and screaming that's been going on, some of that was heard. It wasn't in always the best way that we wanted to get done. However, they did hear that those leaning and hitching posts were not going to make it.
That's right.
That was not going to do. So they were trying to look out a little bit more. We got one thing down. We got a long way to go, but we're still in it for the fight.
That you're right.
We got they broke ground.
Well, again, I was never, and Jakim Muhammad and Yolanda Muhammad were never against the new bus station or the new bus terminal that they was going to do, bus hub. We were never against that. We were just mad that you got rid of the old one until you get the new one. Now, you see they're moving pretty quick on it. Y'all see it, y'all. They moving quick on it. I'm just going to say this real quick. Watch what happens. Make sure you keep your eyes open. You know, in 2016 and 17 was to stay woke. Now I don't want you to stay woke anymore. I want you to work woke. I want you to work on things that are affecting your community. I'm gonna kick it back to you, young lady.
So we're just going to say this one more thing for you. Even though the elections are over, we have new officers going into Dover, going into Washington. Don't forget to remind them why they're there. Give
Yes.
them a call, look it up, find out their phone number, find out their address, or whatever it is. You have an issue, you need a better explanations, be sure to contact them so that they can do the job that you elected them here for. If they don't do their job, remember
out.
one thing, send them home.
Send them home.
Send them home is what we do as voters if they don't do what it is that we need them to do. And they won't know unless we tell them. Again, this is Real Talk with Yolanda. We thank you for watching, and you have a blessed holiday.
On the most thought-provoking show in our region, Real Talk with Yolanda, health, wealth, and politics. We have advertising packages for all budgets, and all shows are rebroadcast on Delaware Info Now on YouTube. So contact Jakim at 302-220-7064 or jmuhammad9797 at gmail.com. See you on the streets.